Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thrilled for all of you to joining us today here on our webinar. We have a fantastic guest speaker today who will share his valuable insights and experiences in his field. Please join me in welcoming our esteemed guest, Pulkit. Thank you, Pulkit, for being here.
Hi, Divakshu. Hi, thanks a lot. Thank you for inviting me. And yeah, great
Absolutely.
to.
Absolutely. Could you please introduce yourself to our audience? It will be obliged to hear it from your end.
Of course. First of all, thanks to Divakshu, and your team, RaiseMoney Ventures and Paymatics, for onboarding me as well as for this webinar. It's great to be connecting with your audience and talking to each one of them. Looking forward to interacting more. A quick background of myself. I've been in the startup ecosystem for almost 10 years now. Worked in an operating role with built products from my own hands, worked with startups across seed stage to Series C. I've also developed products in FMCG sectors, almost 12 to 13 of these products. Uh, just a quick numbers. I've worked on both the ends of the ecosystem. Like I said, I had my own startup in education sector from where I took an exit and eventually joined a VC firm where I helped over 30 plus startups in building their businesses as well as raising investments up to Series A. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's truly impressive, Pulkit. Thank you so much. So let's dive right into the discussion. So my first question to you would be, as a mentor, what do you believe are the key factors for success when it basically comes to launching a healthcare startup specifically?
Of course. Actually, this is a tricky question. So, because it's healthcare specific, I'll give you one major mistake that I've seen many startups in this ecosystem making is that they come up with a solution before trying and understanding the problem from the consumers. So, specifically in healthcare ecosystem, it is important that you understand the whole value chain vertically, who all are involved in making the decision, what all things goes into making a decision. So a problem might come up very easily to you, but sooner or later you'll start realizing that the number of players and key stakeholders who make a decision on what goes inside a human body is very different, and many people are involved into it. So it's important that you start talking to each one of these stakeholders to before you define your problem statement and then probably start developing your solution. So that's one
Excellent.
key.
Excellent point. Absolutely. Yes, we understand that. Perfect. So, given your extensive experience in healthcare, could you share some notable success stories with us? We just wanted to have a touch of, how it is actually in the healthcare world, and you have been mentoring them from so long. So, yes.
Success stories, yes, of course, there are many. Specifically, one which happened to me, I would always put my success stories to a lot of hard work and luck. But one of them was into last mile vaccine carriers. And soon we realized that though COVID was a time period that many of the people were looking for a solution like that, we made an investment pre-COVID, and that was to help immunization for kids, the last mile immunization of kids. And problem was that a solution was an active carrier, and we do not have a protocol globally on validating a solution like this.
Oh, I see.
So even WHO didn't have a protocol to say that this particular kind of a product can go out in a market under certain circumstances, and hence it was difficult to get it certified. So my success story, I would say that it took us 2+ years, but we got on a table with the right people to build the protocol at a global level, and that protocol came out and successfully within the time frame that was required for COVID also, that the product got launched and it reached the last mile. Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. And if we talk about any lessons learned during your journey till now?
Lessons from the healthcare market, you're saying?
Yes, yes.
Of course.
And
See,
for the startups and founders, you would want to suggest that this is something that you've, learned in your journey.
Uh, of course, see, from a healthcare market, there are three areas that one should be aware, especially in Indian market. One is the protocol and clinical trials. Healthcare market is a longish journey, and if you are starting up in this market, you need to understand that you will need a lot of resilience because a market is not very clear, at least in Indian market scenarios. B, if you even if it is convoluted, please go out and talk to other entrepreneurs because they have gone through this. So don't take a lot of time trying to figure that things out yourself. Many people have done the homework in the market. Second part is that the manufacturing ecosystem in India for devices, especially in healthcare, is very small. It's a cottage industry, and you would like to have figure that out where you would like to manufacture the product. If you are manufacturing, let's say in China, please try to see if you can have two or three more places to de-risk yourself because we had situations where chips were on shortage, so we couldn't find manufacturing being done on time. So those are that second area. And third, I would say, of course, the funding part. So funding in healthcare ecosystem is picking up in India, so it's a good time for all of us. But fingers crossed, hopefully you'll find the right investments.
Absolutely. That was really insightful. And I was actually going to come on our next question, which was all about funding, because that's a very important aspect while you're in a startup arena. So, how do you think healthcare startups can secure a funding in a competitive, because it's a competitive market? I know
Perfect.
it's unexplored, but it is competitive. So, is there any advice that you would want to give them? Maybe how they should start and go ahead with any advice that would you would like to give the founders out?
Uh, There are a lot of non-dilutive grants which have come up in healthcare ecosystem. So please do look up for incubators who are actively participating in healthcare ecosystem. These incubators are supported by Government of India, so you have a lot of funding coming through them. Look up for BIRAC and DBT, which are again government-run support system for healthcare startups. The fundings can go up to several CRs, and they do participate in multiple types of funding. It's not only equity or grant, there are debt models also which are available. I would not say that the market is flourishing like other sectors, but healthcare is something which is picked up a lot up since COVID, and rightfully so. You would see several commercial investors also making their first investments in healthcare market now.
Thank you, Pulkit. That was a valuable tip for all of us. So,
Of
yeah. So, as we wrap up this session, are there any final thoughts or words of encouragement that you would like to tell our audience, so that they don't give up and keep going? Because it's a hard way to go.
of course,
Start from the top. So, any encouraging words you've got for them?
for an entrepreneur, there are no encouraging words that I can do, but entrepreneurs have taken the first bet themselves. That's already a big level of courage that one requires. You need more help. You have people like Divakshu and I out there. So don't hesitate to ask for help from others who have already gone through the uh, ecosystem and understand the tedious path the healthcare can be. So don't redo the whole homework yourself. There are people who understand the market. Just use their help and knowledge and get past those hurdles faster. Yeah.
Absolutely. You said it very wisely. We are there to help. Of course, we have got you, we have got other contacts with us who can actually help, to grow and, to win what they're looking for in future for themselves. Of course. So thank you so much, Pulkit. Really, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time and your expertise here. And we're looking forward for you to be associated with us for long, long time.
First, thanks a lot, Divakshu. Thank you for having me here, and hopefully I can add value to your team.
100%. Looking forward to it. All right, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for today.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.